Alright guys, in this episode I'm going to show you how to place a trigger box in the world, and when you go through it, spawn an actor inside of it. Alright, it's going to be a really easy video guys. It's not as hard as it looks, so stay tuned. It's going to be fun. Alright guys, so in this episode I'm going to show you how to spawn items in locations, and we'll just use the main world for this. First thing that we're going to want to do is go down here to our content folder, and let's right click and let's create a new folder, and we'll name it, let's call it Blueprints. And then in that folder, let's just open it up and right click, go to Blueprint class, and we're going to want to create a new Blueprint class of type actor. And from that, you can open it up. Well, let's rename it first. Let's just name it because it's going to be a trigger box, and I always name them TBP for trigger box. You can name it whatever you want. TBP underscore spawn item. Okay. Alright. And now that we're in here, we want to add a static mesh. Go up here to your components and go to static mesh. And then for the static mesh, we don't have anything in this project, but we can find something on here. Let's see here. What do we have? We'll just do like this cylinder. Yeah, that'll work. We'll do this cylinder here, and we'll just set its material to be like something different than that. So maybe like this orange material here. Yeah, that'll be fine. All right, and then compile, save, and then we're going to want to add a box collision, because the way that we're going to do this is we're going to do this in a trigger box that on overlap, then it's going to spawn this item. And just make sure that that is onto the root there. Alright, and as far as this goes, let's go ahead and let's scale this out to be a little bit bigger. So let's click on our trigger here, and let's lock our scale here, and let's make it like, I don't know, 10. Yeah, that'll work. And just want to make sure that we have this somewhere in here, and that'll work. And then as far as our static mesh goes, let's just bring it down to somewhere right here. No, we'll just put it at 0. Okay, and then compile, and then save. Alright, now if we go right now and we go ahead and drag this actor into the world, you'll see it's already there, but we don't want that. We want it to spawn. So there's a couple different ways we're going to do this, and I'm going to show you both ways. The first way is you can go ahead and you can set this to hidden. And if you're doing like a quest or something, this is probably the easier way to do it instead of trying to spawn everything. And then on overlap, you can make it visible. So what we would do here on our trigger is go over here to your trigger details first, and we're going to want to go down here, and we're going to want to, on collision, we want to generate overlap event, and all that should be fine. Yeah, all that's fine. Overlap all dynamics should work. But down here on the bottom, on component begin overlap, we just want to pull off here, and we want to search for our BP third person character, and we want to cast to that, not the controller. Yeah, pull off of here, cast to BP third person character, and just plug that in here. And then I always set the variables just in case you're going to use this and need it later. We'll already have it in here. Alright, and then from that point we want to get our static mesh and pull it in, and we want to set its visibility at that point to true. Okay, so right now it's false, and we want to set it to true. All right, so now we have this in the world. If we press play, let's make the box visible so we can actually see where it's at in the world. Okay, let's go back here to our trigger and just type in visibility. Well, it is visible. All right, so we need to be able to see it a little better though. What we'll do, actually, yeah, let's add like a, let's just add like a point light here. And we'll just have this light like somewhere right here. And then on our light, let's make our light like say red so we can see where it's at. And there's so many ways you can do this. I'm just showing you a couple in this video. All right, so now we see okay. All right, so if we press play and we look over here, we'll see our little red light. That's where our trigger box is. And when we walk into this trigger, it spawns our cylinder right there. Okay, and that's one way you can do it, and that's really probably, if you absolutely know where it's going to be, you can just make this trigger box like as big as you want it to be. But that's not the way I really want to show you how to do it, but it does work. Okay, so what we're going to do here is let's go back, and on this static mesh right here, let's delete it. Okay, yeah, let's just go ahead and delete this static mesh here. And since we got this point light right here, let's do something with it. Okay, so let's go back to our event graph, and let's pull this point light in. Okay, and what we're going to want to do here is we're going to want to get its world location. All right. And from that point, just pull off from there. And actually, let's get the actor to transform. I believe it would be actor transform. No, it's not going to let us do that. Let's try to get its world transform. Yeah, get its world transform. All right, and at this point, let's just pull out and let's spawn an actor from class. All right, and that class that we're going to want to spawn, and let's see, do we have anything on here? Let's see. I don't believe we do have a BP actor. That's the thing about a fresh project, is you don't really have a whole lot. So let's see what we got. You know what, we can just spawn a character. Let's do that. Let's just spawn another third person character. How's that? All right. And then we're going to, at that point, try to adjust location, but always spawn. And the rest of this is fine. And we're just going to spawn this. And you can spawn any actor doing this. Okay, now after we've done that, we're going to spawn this point light here. From here, just pull off, and we're going to destroy this component. All right, so what are we doing here? All right, so on the overlap of our player, we're going to spawn in another player, an actor here. And then at that point, at the point light's location, and at that point, we're going to destroy that point light. And this is another way you can do this. All right, so we see our light, and we come over here, and then we overlap. And hey, look at there, we're spawning a bunch of them. And the reason that we're spawning a bunch of them, like that, as you can see, there's a ton of them here, is because when we're overlapping, we are we're triggering it multiple times. So one way to fix this, if you have this issue, is just come to your overlap right here and just search for the do once node and put it in, and you can reset it if you want later, but right now we just want to do it one time. So let's go back over here, and then we should just have one, and you say that, and that fixes that issue. All right, and that's pretty much it, guys. That's how you can spawn an actor at a location using a trigger box. There's also other ways you can do it. I mean, I could show you multiple ways. You can come up here and you can go to your actors here, and you can get like a target point and pull it into the world, and you can, you know, spawn it at this target point here, and you can get it. There's several different ways to do it, but what I found when I first started, this was a really easy way to do it. And yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and if you want these project files, they are available on the Patreon. So if you want to know how to do this and you want to just be able to follow along, then you can go on there, sign up for our casual tier, and get that. Also, please go vote on our page for the new series that we're going to start in April. Right now, continuing the beginner series seems to be the biggest thing that everybody's wanting to do. But yeah, appreciate it, guys. We'll see you next time.